Hi everyone. Welcome once again on my YouTube channel and another episode on how to apply for scholarship in Canada and the universities that you in Canada. According to the research, according to Immigration and Refugees and Citizenship Canada (IRSS) data, over 20,000 Indians choose to study in Canada every year, with top universities that provide the best education. Canada beats the USA when it comes to choice of Indian students. The cost of studying in Canada can be so high for a lot of Indian students and their family. To help support their family, students can apply for scholarship in Canada. Must read, that because the research shows that a lot of students from India, study in Canada because and cost of living and cost of studying in Canada was so expensive that most 20,000 Indians that studies in Canada every year applies for scholarship, and likely that some of them get it, which also help benefit their family. And you must I would like to talk to you guys about the cheapest universities in Canada. This blog including the top scholarship in for Indians in Canada. Scholarships offered by Canada University. When should they apply? When should you apply for Canada University? There are a lot of criteria and eligibility which you need to meet, and also application process. What if your scholarship is not granted? So in Canada, I believe that once you got all your right document ready and also do the proper thing, and your scholarship must be granted. And if it's not granted, you can file a case through immigration lawyer that to review why your application was being denied and what you can do different that will make them grant you your visa. But what first thing you have to do is to make a proper research and make sure that you did the right thing to give the best and best and best and best of everything in order to get the visa granted to you. And Canada may be one of the most sought after location for the international student, but the cost of attending schools here is very high. We have complied a list of scholarship for international students offered by Canadian government, various Canadian college and other organizations for those eager to study in Canada but need a financial assistance. 99% of people, that studies in Canada need financial assistance, and some organization in Canada and also some of the in government organization also help. Top scholarships for India in Canada. Before we learn how to apply for, before we could learn how to apply for scholarship in India in or Canadian university, you know, let's know what popular choice of scholarship for Indian students on a Canada study permit. The scholarship available can be put into two categories. So there are two scholarship available for two for categories, and these are most what Indians studies in Canada. Non-university offer the university offered is a and there is a list of popular scholarship and their details in the categories. Scholarship, Bantam postdoctorate scholarship, and eligibility, postdoctorate medical research, IDRC research award, masters and doctorate program, uh, Vena Canada Scholarship, and postgraduate and research program, and President's Scholarship, undergraduate program, that is the eligibility, Ontario Graduate Scholarship, graduate program, Perry Elliott Trende Foundation Doctorate Scholarship, Doctorate Program, Canadian Commonwealth Scholarship and Followed Plan, Masters and Doctorate, Doctoral Program is a Ontario Scholarship, PhD Program. It's a study abroad scholarship for international students. We should when should I apply? I always say this, that you have to make your own research. They have different badges of application, so you can apply when you are ready. You know that you got all your document, because the more you were able to provide the document requires from you, the more you are entitled to get what to get respond or hear respond from them. And if you have to hear response from them. If you have been chosen by the university for a particular scholarship, depending on your higher academic or co-curricular activity, you are automatically eligible without an application. Those who wishes to apply for a scholarship will need to fill the application for before the deadline. That is one of the important thing, filling the application before the deadline. And also, if you meet their criteria, I'm sure they will contact you and get back to you as soon as possible. Most scholarship program requires you know you to accept your admission a Canada university before applying. Must read public universities in Canada. um, Eligibility criteria for scholarships in Canada. Well, the first preference of eligibility would be the program you accept in. You can't apply for master scholarship if you have been accepted for an undergraduate course. Then come to the basis of the scholarship: academic, athletic, culture, talent, social work, or family status ground. If you are a state or national champion in your sport in India, you will be eligible for scholarship program that are granted award based on your athletic. Your English proficiency test like IELTS, TOEFL also become an eligible criterion when you apply in Canada. In Canada, it is university. Also, um, nursing course in Canada can also lead. Nursing course in Canada application process. The process for applying for Canada university start mostly after you have accepted. You get accepted into the Canadian university. You're shortlisted the name of the scholarship that best unit your situation and check whether you are eligible. Once you are done with this list, it said there are contract. The final aid representative of the scholarships or looks for a correct information deadline and special requirement. Before you start filling scholarship form, keep the document ready that you need to attach with your application. Online application, these are the things you need to do. There are online applications, which is very, very easy. When you doing online application, letter of acceptance or academic transcript, these are the things you need to get ready before you start your application. Certificate that provide your eligibility. Statement of intent. Why do you want to study? Why do you want this scholarship? Is GMTA, SAT, GRE, etc. Proof of English, IELTS, TOEFL. These are some of the most important thing. A medical test, and I'm sure if you're able to provide all this accurate information, you will be able. I'm sure 100% sure you will be able to get this scholarship. because I think there are a lot of offers out there in regard of scholarship, and that is why you see country like India, dominate the scholarship education in Canada. And that doesn't mean it's not other countries are not eligible for that, but because they really want it and they goes for it, they give their best to it. And thank you so much for taking your time to listen to my YouTube channel. And I hope you stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe. On my next video, I will talk about Indians in Canada and how they, you know, study and get scholarship to study in Canada. So, look forward to see you again in my next video. Thank you.